Hello YouTube, welcome back to our video. Today we're going to be playing Katawa Shoujo. Yeah, I know it's been a while, but yeah, we haven't played this in a long time, so yeah, I wanted to play it, and finally it works, because last time it didn't work, but yeah, anyway. Let's, get started with playing again. We haven't played this in a hot minute. Anyway, next day I wake up feeling a little lightheaded. It's almost noon already. Sleeping late is fine since it's Sunday, and there's no classes. Not just Sunday though, but the festival as well. From my window I can already see some people at the soba booth slinging noodles onto plates for people with a craving for low quality food. I throw back a handful of morning beds and ponder how to spend the day. There will be a few exams in the coming week, but I don't consider those ominous as others, so I'm not worried about them as I probably should be. With no urgent obligations regarding education, I should free to spend the day as well as I like. Finishing my morning routine, I sit in the hallway, intending to go out and find something to eat. Passing by the door, I decided to see what Kenji's up to today, out of impulse. I'm curious if he has any plans since everyone is doing something. Then again, I can picture him already having built a soundproof shelter in his room, or something, or possibly something for complete with no girls allowed sign, and with the girls crossed down body crudely scrawled underneath it. Well, knocking on his door, which luckily devoid of any kind of sign, I hear again the unsettling clinking of at least 10 locks being pulled back. The door opens up a crack. Who is it? You're supposed to ask that before you open the door. Oh, it's you. Damn, it's early. It's not really that early. What is it, man? Nothing. I was just gonna ask what you're gonna do today. Half the school's out already. Out where? Why? What? What? What is today special? Why are they there? Who are... I can hear them. It's loud. Don't tell me. Has the invasion begun? He suddenly looks more alarmed. What day is it, man? Yeah, I guess I can't see the big wood booth outside and people selling stuff. What are you talking about? My curtains close all the time to thaw the snipers. Oh, it's the festival. You know that, right? Oh shit, that's today. Oh, damn it. I can't believe you're a guy. I don't have my fort finished. This is bad. This is going to be a very bad day. It's good you told me this, man. This is going to be a bad day. Why? Why they're going to be everywhere. The people outside the window socializing. Kenjiro is still nervously looking very ill. It's going to be loud as hell. Damn it, I was going to go out today, but now it's ruined. Everything's ruined. This is awful. This sucks. What the hell? This really sucks. I can go anywhere now. There's nowhere to run. Kenji seems nervous. You could say that he's majorly freaked out. I can't believe this. So that's what today was. Damn it, I couldn't even prepare for it. I couldn't even brace myself, and now it's here, and I can't do anything. You should have told me this earlier, dude. I mean, at least I know, but, I could have known earlier. Imagine what I could have accomplished. Sorry, I thought you knew, so I guess you're not going on doing anything today? Weather's good, is even good. Yesterday was really windy, so I thought it would be really cold. It's not, though. So there's no reason to just stay inside. Yeah, you should check out the festival out. You should check the festival out. Kenji groans, covers his face with his hands. No, I can't do that. They leave me alive out there, I know it. That has to be a joke. But he said it with a straight face. Relatively straight. What are you going to do? We should hang out in here and you can help me build my fort. We might still make it if we work together. I wonder, I'm kinda hungry, but I made this deal that I would try to take better care of myself, be healthier, you know? Don't know if I should steer clear of takoyaki or head straight in. Deal sounds anonymous. Ominous. So what are you getting in return? Nothing, I guess. It's not that kind of a deal. You know Emmy from our year? We kinda agreed to watch each other's back end. Hey! The shrill scream and the expression of abject terror in Kenji's face chill my blood as if I told a Catholic priest I sold my soul to the devil. Damn, hurry, you sold your soul to the demon. Did you even get anything in return? He called it. What the hell is wrong with you, man? Do you know who you're dealing with? She's a public health danger. Do you know how many people she sends to the hospital monthly with her carefully placed flying tackles? She's one of them. I keep learning the vast conspiracy that aims for a complete submission of everything that this is manly. I can't believe what I'm hearing. I trusted in your judgment, and I thought we were brothers. You have to call it off before it's too late. This festival, too, is just one of their ploys. He fingers his scarf over safe as a president like he's trying to start a fire. Then slowly begins to calm down. Once the panicked attack finishes running its course. I'm going to find some place to hide in, a safe haven, and then knock out lights out of myself so I don't have to experience this horrible day. I have a perfect thing for that. I must prepare now. Don't go to the festival. Okay, later, dude. The store door closes with a low creak, and I don't know how to feel about that. What Kenji said. It's kind of unsettling, and now I start to feel doubtful myself. Should I bother going? I've got a book I've been meaning to read. Something about an underground postal system that may or may not exist. It's short too. I could have finished in a day, but would that be a good way to spend my time? Well, yeah, it definitely would be. But I suppose that it'd probably be better to head outside, see the festival, try to integrate with all the other sideshow acts. Honestly, I should at least make an attempt to keep up with that somewhat friendly personality I've had the past week. Maybe getting something to eat, my stomach suggests. It's almost lunchtime, and I could grab something from one of the stalls outside. I'm soon outside, surrounded by various students, people who may or may not be their parents. Every so often I catch a glimpse of someone who is clear just came up from the town for the promise of the festival. Their easy spot. The ones who can't stop staring and beyond their eyes who can't tell they're thinking, now what's wrong with this one? I almost want to yell at them, but at the same time I cannot deny I have been doing the same this all week. The wave of something like disgust sweeps over me, guilt for my own narrow-mindedness. I push his thoughts aside, concentrating on the pangs of hunger that have burned my guts like wildfire. The sense of something. Pride leads me to the promised land, where I can get some lunch. And I'm just getting order when the loud voice interrupts me. Hey, what the hell are you doing? Having lunch? Breakfast? You mean you just got up? Someone sleeping all morning feels like a crime. No, I haven't lunch, honest. She's not buying it. Brunch? Yeah, that's not healthy breakfast at all. She has my hand out of, she has the food out of hand, there's at me. What is this girl doing? Hey, that's my breakfast. What happened to it being your lunch? That's my whatever, it's my food. Emily places her hands on her hips and begins lecturing me. Do you really forget your dietary plan already? You need to be more conscious on your health, hey Sao. What about your heart? My heart's fine the way it is, mostly. All I get is responses to roll of eyes. I doubt that. You wouldn't be here if that was the case, would you? The girl's got a point, of course, but I'm not about to concede it. It's not that bad of a heart. Certainly it can handle a little grease now and again. Yeah, sure, it'd handle a little running just fine, too. Evie seems unconvinced, not surprising, as I haven't imagined to convince myself. Maybe, but if not, but not if you're sleeping the day away all the time. A devious look suddenly crosses her face. Of course, while following the routine from beginning, you would have beaten the situation. Hey, I had an eventful week, you know. For example, I almost died. There was a lot of meeting people and then on the roof for a while. Which is no excuse for slacking off, you know. Only near death is no excuse for skipping basic exercise, like running in the mornings. She knows that something important has just been decided. So it's settled then. You've seen an error of your ways and you're willing to add higher to my routine, right? I'll see you bright early in the morning. We'll be running buddies. You know, you've already convinced me yesterday that was a good idea. You don't need to convince me again. Not that I did a good job of being convinced she was right about eating healthy after all, and I'm here ordering up something gross, unhealthy, but delicious. There are more important things than deliciousness, aren't there? Like staying alive. If anyone here brow-harding me for my poor decision, I probably... Hey, wait a second. Some question springs to mind. Hey, why the hell are you taking such an interest in my well-being? Every shrugs and grins at me. You're the new guy. I figure you don't have friends yet, right? Besides, I've caused all trouble all week, right? And I owe you for not getting angry. And I told the nurse I would anyway. Crazy. The little running girl wants to make me healthy. And I suppose there are worse fates. Okay, that sounds fine. Thanks for your concern. What, tomorrow morning then? I figured that the end of the conversation, so I turned to leave. Not that fast. I feel a hand on my collar in a second and yank backwards. Hey, no need to be so rough. What do you want now? Amy looks almost wounded by my no aggression. I thought you could use company. Her eyes narrowed. Besides, you were just going to try sneaking some more of that fried crap, weren't you? Well, I wasn't going to, but now it's probably a really good idea. I was not. Another glare. Okay, maybe I was going to get a little. Glare continues. Okay, a lot. Jesus, I'm endangered for some and others, aren't I? I get done agreeing that I need to be helped there, and then immediately start considering the next unhealthy habit that comes my way. I knew you couldn't be trusted. Now I definitely have to stick with you. Those situations feel silly. I can only imagine what passed by I think of the sight of me being lynched by a tiny girl half my size. Maybe I should just give up for now. Fine, do what you like. I sigh. I might as well just make the best of it. What do you want to do? Amy thinks for a minute. Well, I promised Fran I'd stop by her mural, so let's just go do that. I confess I'm slightly curious as her mural turned out myself, so again I consider there are worse fates. I give another assent and find myself dragged bodily through the crowd as we race to our destination. By the time we reach the door, I can feel my heart pounding. My heart shouldn't be pounding after just that. Deep few these regrets, willing myself to calm down. I'm one of the most normal-looking people in school, but I still have to be here. Sometimes I almost wish I had lost a hand or something. At least then it'd be obvious that I belong. But instead, I don't even look sick. Even now, trying to get rid of that, I just look out of shape. Abby looks back and notices my state of distress. You're not going to die on me, are you? Please don't. It'll be my fault, and I don't want to deal with that kind of guilt. Besides, after the last time, I don't really think I can see that again, especially because the nurse would totally say it's all my fault. No, I'm fine. Guess I need to start running after all. And you want to keep you eating your grease, whatever it was. See, it's a good thing I found you, right? Yes, it was. Maybe. Of course, I don't add that I wouldn't be in the state if she hadn't dragged me across the festival grounds. Further conversation is interrupted by sudden appearance of Red. Oh, it's you. Hello, Abby. Hey, Ren, I brought you so along and he was going to give himself a heart attack. I was not. My drink goes unnoticed. We stopped by to see how Nero turned out. Ren nodded slowly. Oh, it's right there. You can see it pretty clearly. I find myself wondering how long Ren's been standing here from the mural. Has anyone ever stopped by to look at it? Are we the first ones? Obviously, we're not the first to see it, of course. I mean, it's pretty big. You'd be hard-pressed not to see it. At the same time, I don't think anyone's actually talked to Ren about it. Anyone but us, that is. I feel compelled to say something. It looks pretty good. I'm still not happy with how it turned out, but I guess it'll do. She seems almost resigned to it. I'm not sure that what she said is all. I guess she didn't quite get there. We stand in front of the mural, taking it all in. I try my best to concentrate on the composition of the thing. It's quite fairly interesting. The colors swoop and blend together, strangling me along with them. There's a dreamlike quality to the whole thing that makes me feel sleepy. I try hunting down some of the colors of Emmy and I grab for her. Try as I can't see any Persian blue. Oh well, I'm sure it's in there somewhere. I feel my feet start to hurt, but Ren doesn't seem to be inclined to move on. Emmy speaks up. Hey Ren, have you eaten? Of course, you can't survive otherwise. What about the past 5 hours? Maybe, but I'm hungry again, so maybe that means I'm wrong. Emmy grins and claps her hands together. Good, and can we come get food with us? Rin nods in assent. Okay, but we should hurry before they notice I'm gone. Somehow I don't care they care. They don't think they care, however they are. As we head back to food stalls, I cast a long eye over the fried food. No, I better not. I'm pretty sure Emmy won't let me anyway. We'll find enough spot on the grass and sit down to eat our purchases. My purchase anyway, somehow I wound up paying for all the food. Surprisingly, my unfried food is pretty good. Silence falls as Emmy and I eat, and Rin stares at something other, occasionally eating a bite or two of her food. I finish my meal first and lay back on the grass. Emmy glanced up for her food. Tired, Isao? A little, I guess. Well, don't ever sleep or anything until tomorrow morning. We start our morning runs, remember? Actually, they slipped my mind. I was actually just enjoying myself, wandering around the festival with these two have actually been pretty fun. Yeah, I sell an alarm. You better be. I'll get angry if you aren't. God forbid. I don't think God comes into it. Unless there's some kind of freak accident and your alarm clock shorts out. That might be a random act of God. Well, don't cause any random acts of God then. A plan forms itself in my mind. It's a plan that makes me feel kind of guilty, but I'll throw it into execution anyway. Damn it, I've earned a little fried food, and anyway, I'm going to start running tomorrow, alright? So the actual routine all starts then, not now. Year ago, the dietary class starts tomorrow. A year ago, I can have something unhealthy today. That's our final farewell to all the stuff I used to eat that with a wild abandon before the hospital. Actually, I suppose I should head back to my room. I had some work to do if I'm going to run in the morning. I should be night early. This ice narrowed. You sure you're not going to sneak off and buy some fried stuff over there? Nah, I'm too full to bother now. I've had my stomach for emphasis. Besides, you two cleaned me out anyway. I think it goes a surprisingly pleasant sound. Another peg guilt. She got to know I'm not lying to her. She's got to know I'm lying to her, doesn't she? Or is she just that trusting? I feel kind of like a monster. All part of the master plan, so. Well, I guess I'll see you tomorrow morning then. Thanks for the food and for keeping us company. And here I thought she was doing me a favor. Ren nods in agreement. I won't say see you tomorrow because that would be like predict the future, and I'm pretty sure I can't do that. Okay, see you too. You feel I'll be glad that I decided to leave my room today. Not a bad way to start my week here, I suppose. Now as you're out on Amy's sideline, I make a beat left for the food stalls to buy some cake. At least it's not fried, right? That's really better than what I was planning to do. I feel a little bad about lying to Emmy, though she really does seem concerned about my health. I'll make up to her somehow. Better head back to my room. Hey, I do have work to do. My book waits for me if I flop onto. I better read those through the fireworks display. Wow, what a boring day, honestly. I would have stayed at the festival with them, even though fried food, you know, it's like, whatever. Eventually, all the walking around work, or awkwardly running around, catches up with me. I really am, actually. Emmy dragging me out in the morning to run might actually just be a good thing after all. It's something to look forward to. A little animation, it's pretty epic. Oh, that's us. That's Emmy. Yeah, this is kind of wholesome, not gonna lie. Wait, did we take the Emmy route? Oops, I did not read that. Oh, we took the Emmy route by accident. Fuck. Wow, that's the end of Act 1. Wow. I did not mean to take that route. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know how to get the other routes. I did that one by accident. I don't know how I got here. I got here though. But it's not like Emmy. I hated Emmy. It was just like I preferred someone else. But okay. My alarm beats shattered in the early morning quiet. I found myself wondering where to find the motivation to rise. Class is quite far off, but I agreed to run with Emmy in the mornings. Really, I'm not interested in running as a hobby, even possible like to exercise. However, I feel obligated to follow through on the promise to Emmy yesterday, which is why I find myself throwing on some shorts and a light t-shirt. The cool morning air caresses my face as the morning sunrise causes the dew to grass the sparkle nearly blinking me at first. As I make my way down the track, an only thought strikes me. What is some sort of joke that Emmy's playing on me? Would that surprise me, really? Hell, I'd probably do it to the new guy, too. At the very least, I'm sure to run an Emmy renovate a bit on whether I'm not actually show up. Feels intent trepidation as the track comes into view. You're late. It seems that Emmy's already there. What a relief. According to my watch, you're both early, in fact. Damn, you got me there. Emmy sitting on the bleachers, decked out in her running gear, waiting somewhat patiently for me. I let her enjoying here. I was afraid that this was a joke or something. Nah, I never make someone get up early for nothing. Plus, Ray knows me at 500 yen. She didn't think you'd actually still up. I knew it. Nice to know Emmy was on my side at least. Emmy hops off of the bleachers and begins stretching out. She practically lit, almost like a dancer. I stretched as well, but then realized that I actually remember how to stretch properly. It's been a stretch for anything if it doesn't count my one stint at running last week. And even then, I don't actually think I can actually stretch before. I've actually stretched before. Stretcher of a long hospital day. Stay rises up again. I can't say that I was active before the hospital stay, though, so maybe I'm just being more Rose. Emmy giggles as she watches me stretch out. No, he said, you've got to hold it for longer than that. I'm trying, it kind of hurts a little. How that, because you're out of shape, you gotta have some more flexibility in you like this. To demonstrate, Emmy reaches down and puts her head through her legs. God bless you, Emmy. See if that's the sort of thing I could strive for? Of course, flexibility is important for any runner. You'll be able to go faster the more you stretch out. That makes no sense to me, but Emmy seems to believe it's true. Let me self by manage to stretch myself out properly. I can't help but notice that she thinks about how to explain things for me. Her mouth scrunches up to concentration. It's adorable. Not bad, Hiso. Come on, we better start running. We'll start off with just a mile, okay? That 4 laps around the track. Got it? That sounds fine to me. This shouldn't be too hard, right? I hate seeing running for a mile for a gym class surfaces my mind. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. Abby sets a pretty good pace. I follow behind her. Try to keep up? Okay, we follow. Roger. We round the first curve without incident, though I could actually feel my heart rate increasing slightly. By my second curve, I start to breathe through my mouth. Emmy doesn't seem to be breaking a sweat. As to punctuate her superiority, she turns around and starts running backwards. Are you doing okay, so? Never better. Oh, really? Maybe I should speed up then. Oh no, wouldn't want you to overexert yourself. In fact, Weezy makes the statement less convincing than I had hoped. Emmy simply smiles and turns around again. You're the bossy, so we'll stay at this pace. I get the feeling that I'm being mocked. If you were in such terrible shape, I'd probably feel offended. My third lap, my breath is coming in raging gaps. I'm also Ashin's own sweat grows. We round the curve to start our fourth lap, and Emmy looks back to me with a grin. Here we go. She takes off a blinding speed which stiffly stick to my slower pace. By the time I get to the first turn, she's already running sound second. As I struggle across the back stretch, Emmy continues running and catches up to me. Come on, Hiso, you can do it. I enter her, but I focus on getting air into my lungs and ignoring the burning of my muscles. Part of me wants to say something like, maybe you can, but I'm about to die here. But again, I doubt I can actually form words right now. Emmy keeps facing with me around the second turn and across the finish line. Her spirits seem to have gotten her sweating. It's actually caused her shirt to slightly translucent. It seems she wears a black sports bra. I feel vague stab of guilt being the sort of guy who stares at the girl's chest and my legs and my chest starts burning so badly I can't even bring myself to care that much. Not bad for a first effort, he saw. Kind of to say so. Emmy seems to be, if not out of breath, at least breathing a little more heavily than she was before she started running. It must have been spirit that did it. Hey, I've got a few sprints and you should walk around the track to cool down. Then we should stretch out while we'll be done, okay? Sounds great. My legs are on fire, breathing is still heavy, but surprisingly my heart seems to be taking the strain as well. Another try from medical science, I suppose. You should put your hands behind your head, makes it easier to catch your breath. I knew that. That's pretty epic. Surprisingly, she's right. I begin to stroll around the track, happily to feel my breath coming back to me. There's a blur of Emmy sprints by me. Wait. Oh no, you don't get to see it again. Watching her run is absolutely fascinating. It's not because she's on the prosthetics, though that is interesting. The really interesting is the way her face changes. I only catch a glimpse of it running by, but her eyes seems to become alive with a sort of fierce joy. It's anything else in the world but her and the track. By the time I've gotten to the final stretch, seems to have finished her sprinting. She's only bleeding heavily now, but she's wearing such a grin on face she waits to be truthful as I near her. Feeling better, right? Actually, yeah. Do you want to take another lap with me? I've got to cool down too, you know. Part of me would rather sit down and not move, but something tells me that would be a bad idea. Besides, if I sit down, there's no getting back up again. Sure, why not? I've got her hands behind her head now as well, which makes her seem very relaxed. The position of her arms pulls her shirt upward ever so slightly. I can see it swell. God damn it. I do my best to act the gentleman, not look, but the contour of her skin against her red running shorts is rather arresting. So how do you feel? So as good, the sore and tired, but surprisingly good. As soon as I say it, I soon to realize that part of me wants to lay low and die, but I feel like I've accomplished something. It's like a glow throughout my mind to persist despite the soreness. Yeah, that's the runner's high. Runner's high. Yeah, it's something to do with adrenaline. Emmy thinks for a while as we walk, trying to remember. Then she shrugs and grins at me. I don't actually remember. It's a good feeling though, isn't it? Better than sex, right? Everyone turns on sharply before processing what she just said. Everyone should have face before busting into laughter. Sorry, continue to she just too easy. Why are you running with you again? Emmy just laughs hard. She takes her finger and she takes the whole form and tilts it, allowing her to get a better view of my watch. Her face changes the moment she sees time. Oh no, we better get a move on, Hiso. Class is an hour, I need to shower. I should probably do that as well. I need to see the nurse too, maybe he'll write a note for me for being late. Why need to see the nurse? A voice of frustrating as everyone explain everything. It's a word to check for irritation, you know, for a sweat or friction or anything. Normally I go after practice, but if we're going to do these morning routines, I guess I'll do see him just stay. So I may also start doing these runs since I showed up. It's more convenient for you to run with me at a later time. Don't be silly, I've been meaning to start running in the morning for a while now. But I never want to run with that unless you keep up the routine. It's always hard to blow off a commitment if you're going to let someone else down, you know? So be ready for the mornings. We need both exercise so it all works out, don't you think? Yeah, perfect. Did it have to be me, though? Well, I guess I can't pretty much every seems pretty fun to hang out with. Right, she's right, I do exercise, doctor's orders even. Emmy waves a goodbye to me. Right, I'm off. Come have lunch with us, okay? What? Lunch, you don't be able in the middle of the day? Come have it with us. Where? The rooftop. Rin likes it up there. When? Lunchtime, what else? That's a silly question. No, I still feel like need to ask all the three completely sick. Ah, that's so true. Every last secret, I don't think I've ever seen a girl smile so much before. Not bad, so I'll see ya. With that, she takes off a shot from the school building, and she's going to see the nurse first. I hurry back to the room and hop in the shower, only to find that the water takes a while to heat up. Shock of the cold water nearly kills me. Oh, I know that feeling. I managed to warm up the water a bit since the fog down the rust is loosened. My heart surprisingly feels at least wanted by the run. So it's a good thing even to make me feel a bit of a wuss. I mean, at least excuse me out, I'm not out of shape. If my heart were, oh fuck, I messed up. Are bothering me. I guess I have to keep this running up. Otherwise, I'm sure Emmy won't let me hear the end of it. It's not after I get out and try myself off that I realize I only 10 minutes left before the close I get to class. Crap. Rip. Then the head of the clock finally set me free of the tendium of yet another fun-filled class. Getting a front seat proves to be more problem than anticipated. Alex to kill me for the morning run. Maybe doing these away is sort of a high idea after all. Still, the runs give me hell of an appetite. I'm halfway down the hallway to the cafeteria when I remember I got lunch with me. My parents saw fit to provide with some packaged stuff when I moved in, and a good thing too. The hallway's packed with students headed for the cafeteria, going into swimming upstream. I'm glad I appointed to keep on the rooftop. It takes me a moment to find the staircase leading up to the rooftop, but I'm willing to bet that Emmy and Rin aren't up there by now anyway. In fact, I think I saw Emmy among the bodies in the hallway headed for the cafeteria. I turned out the door of the rooftop, taking a deep breath. Fresh air blowing against my face and body almost made me feel like less. Maybe if I'm upside down. Part of me wants to be surprised that Rin's already up here. What are you going to accomplish? Things in the clouds. Can you just, look at them right side up? Rin rolls her eye at something approaching exaggeration. Then, I want to get a new perspective. Is upside down really a new perspective? Ah, that caught her off guard. Rin looks pensive. You may have a point, maybe sideways? As Rin lays down on the bench to look at the sky, I give up. Unfortunately, I've been choosing the woman who reversed through a door carrying 2 bags. She really takes the door off the hinges. Sorry to take me so long, there's a ton of people in line. She drops a bag in front of me, Rin takes a seat and lunch next to her. You buy lunch for Rin? You buy Rin lunch for her? Sometimes, yeah, I have Rin buy me lunch for me in return. I'm not sure how she carry it. Plus, I never buy her lunch. If Rin offended by Emmy's comment, she doesn't show it off, Emmy sniffs. How grateful of you. I'm not sure whether the two are drinking with nerve from witnessing the beginning of a cat fight. The three girls at each other for a few tense moments before breaking into smiles. Hey, Emmy, do you think being upside down is the new perspective of things? Didn't I already have this conversation? Emmy looks thoughtful, apparently giving the question some thought. After taking a deep, profound pause, she speaks. I have no idea. Well, at least she's as lost as I am. Hey, so you're coming to check me, right? The question comes out of the blue and catches you off guard. I don't know yet. Honestly, so after all I went through the trouble of letting you run with me in the morning, you wouldn't even show up to my trap meet? Or she's the one who asked me to run with her? Yeah. Actually, she doesn't even give me the chance of the matter. Wait, no, I didn't say that. She bees at me when I agreed to give her $1 million. So you come after all, that's great. I didn't say that either. I'm going to be going too, so I'll make sure he comes at me. Good idea, Rin. Maybe he can get some food or something after the meet's over. I feel like I've been conned, but not by these two, but like by some outside force push me completely towards my destiny. Maybe I shouldn't read the books that feature conspiracy theories so heavily, otherwise I'd wind up sounding like Kenji. Suppose I got some show-ups. I got to show up now. I think that I could stand against both of them and them being disappointed. I'm never heard the end of it. When is it again? Next week, silly. I told you just a few days ago. No, you didn't. I forgot. Well, you won't forget to come through, will you? Of course I won't. I'll make a note on the calendar or something. Rin nods sagely. That's probably a good idea. You know, unless time changes its course. What? It can do that? Rig is uncomfortable shrug. It hasn't yet, but you never know. That time, it's Abby who gives a shrug. So it can't be helped if it happens. Not unless you're a time traveler or something. You don't actually think that could happen, do you? I don't think we do we? Rin shrugs again. That seems a default response to everything. I suppose not, but I reserve the right to change my opinion for at a moment's notice. For Rin, the statement makes a disturbing lot of sense. The fact that I realize this fight means a bit If I wonder if Emmy gets a feeling all the time. If she does, she's not showing it, though Emmy really nods, as expected. What's that supposed to mean? It's time Emmy who shrugs. It feels like she's using a weapon against her. It's all sort of thing I'd expect from you, that's all. Am I really that predictable? Emmy smiles seem more unloading. Nah, it's just that you're is pretty predictable. Well, that's alright then. I don't get a chance to see where we're being serious or not as the bell rings. I didn't notice the lunch period slipping by at all. Hanging out with these two was far too interesting. Emmy jumps up and looks at panic on her face. Oh no, I need to stop by the room to pick up my notebook for the next class. Don't you wish you had a time machine now? Rin's rather slowly delivers the line as she didn't won the argument. Emmy ignores Rin's comment. Sorry, Sophie, can you make sure our garbage gets thrown away? I usually can help myself, but I gotta run. Sure, no problem. Emmy darts away with the urgency I'm starting to expect from her. But don't bother asking why she couldn't help. She always seems to be preoccupied with something else entirely and she wanders off. She couldn't help because she doesn't have any fucking hands, okay? She wanted to use her taking care of Theo. For some reason, I doubt Emmy never raised the issue with her. Waiting up for lunch doesn't take long enough plenty of time to toss out our garbage to get to class. Alicia greets me with a wave and devious grins. I walk through the door. Did I see you in the cafeteria, Huchang? Yeah, I decided it was, didn't see you in the cafeteria, she said. Yeah, I decided it was crowded up there. Misha grins get even wider. Oh really, are you sure you were to see the what? What are you talking about? You were on the roof, right? With both Rib and Emmy, no less, you Casanova, you. We just had lunch, that's all. Misha bursts the lance, drawing the attention of several like last week. Well, hi, you're so nervous with them listening that he do a kind of conspiracy. Don't worry, your secret's safe with me. There's no secret. Oh, this seems to point to bright stuff again. Time will tell. I don't know what the hell she's talking about, but basically our teacher comes in and the class starts. I read that wrong, but it's still the same idea. The third day of class finally dragged itself to choose. To close? Close. I said choose for some reason. I said I managed to stay awake for the whole day. Pretty sure that counts as a miracle. I like to seem unwillingly to stand up for a moment. I guess the run took a lot out of me. I head out of the hallway and make my way to the room. I sit down half-heartedly, chip away at my homework for a while, feeling like a vulture picking at a particularly unsavory carcass. It knows that what it eats, and I'm not sure that I should be ordering takeout instead. I don't think I can take this, but important thing to get my work done. Okay, now let's see. What am I supposed to be looking over again? And I know it's losing battle if I find it anyway. Half through my home math or throw pencil down. This isn't working any distraction. Unfortunately, my options for distraction are rather slim. I'm not in the mood to read right now. Kenji is unusually out of his room at the moment. If I go to the room, I'll end up doing work for those two, and heavily only knows where everyone else is except for. I suppose that's an option. I grab my shoes and head for the track, and Emmy probably is down there. What? Track practice just ending as they're on the track. Sun begins to dip below the sky. I haven't really got that late already. What are you doing here? Down here, so. That's fine, me, have you? Give a shark to be honest, so I'm not sure why I'm down here. I don't have anything better to do. I figure that's about right. At the moment, Emmy's the only person I can think of I'm going to visit. So I'm your last her, am I? Nobody cool around, so I'll just go see Emmy. Is that what you thought? She actually looks angry. Just teasing my own presence and stuff. Yeah, actually, I guess you are. That's fine, you're about to about a puppy dog resemblance. Kidding, I was kidding. You're down here to stalk me. Wait, what? That's not what I meant. Why would I stalk you anyway? It's not like you require stalking. If you're not asleep in your class, you're down here, right? Any lessons common. Well, you're not wrong, I suppose, but you forgot about eating. I do that too, you know. I know how to conceive the point. Plus, I hang out with Rin sometimes too, so I might actually take some effort to stalk. So what do you two do together anyway? We don't seem to have a lot. You don't seem to have a lot in common. Puts her hands on her hips and uses the superior air. That's what you think. I've got sort of hidden hobbies, you know. Oh, really? Like what? Puts her head on one side, head to one side, and she's trying to remember what she does in her free time. Well, Rin and I go shopping sometimes. I guess that makes sense. I mean, she's a girl after all. But Rin comes with you? We usually swing by the art supply store. Plus, she likes music store that sells all kinds of weird sounding stuff. She says it helps her focus her. That makes a lot more sense. I see any other hidden hobbies? Wags her finger at me. Now, why don't I go reveal all my dark secrets for you? Hardly know at 1 million. Somehow, I think that Emmy has the way in hobbies, but I don't think my question would be answered. If you go into a few hobbies, I still don't know why you hang out with Rin so much. I mean, she's kind of weird, isn't she? This kind of causes Emmy to laugh loudly. That's the understatement of the year. So why? You gotta learn that conversation and stuff, so I better you hang out with a lot of people, but I think I've only ever seen you with Rin. I mean, it seems unusually defensive. Hey, I hang out with plenty of people that aren't Rin. You just see you doing it because I'm not in your classes. Okay, well, you don't explain why you hang out with Rin? Ooh, that doesn't explain why you hang out with Rin. I'm not sure why I'd want to know this. Ran since before lunch was so strange. Every Strong is looking for a moment very Rinish. It's because we have similar outlets. We have what? What am I saying? If you were to ask me the least likely answer to the question, that would be it. What do you mean? It's like, okay, Rin paints and stuff, right? Yes. I'm not sure where this is going. Well, I run, and that's why we're similar. You lost me. Impressive for trying to figure out her answer. Well, maybe it's that we do things for the silly reasons. Huh? Because it's fun. We follow our passion. Okay. So you're passionate about running and Rin's passionate about ours, is that it? Well, sort of. Let me think. Well, Rin's going to be once. I don't know how much you followed. Not surprising. I think in particular room will probably confuse anyone. She says we were both chased after an extreme. Like she says, trying to find a new way to show up for a particular feeling or something. I don't know because of the feeling I get from it. As we don't allow ourselves to be slowed down by anything, we make connection based on that. What do you mean slowed down by anything? Emmy looks surprised and points to her legs. You know, because I'm a runner, Rin's a painter without arms, so we respect each other's determination. That's why we hang out. I think. I'm not sure that's the way it is. Just people Rin. Especially she's not sure about it either. That kind of makes sense to me. Like, honestly. Like, I can see now. But anyway. Honestly, it's nothing you gotta think that much about. We just get along, that's what I think all that matters. As if she's got a point there. Another question strikes me, since I've got this better do, I ask it. So why you got into running anyway? Oh, I've been running since I was very little. My dad was a runner, so as soon as I could walk, he started teaching me how to run. It's our father-daughter thing, you know? And our own mutual hobby. As Shadow crosses her face up, Trunks is here looking sad. Something happened between them? Man, I don't have a lot of time left. Sorry, but I've got a few more laps in before I go see the nurse. She runs off around the track, hair steering the wind. It seems to me she's going a lot faster than she was this morning, and she runs the track and catches glue her face. It's the same as the morning. Her eyes seem to have taken on a harder edge. I guess she's right. I don't really know much about her. I watch her run for a little while, and then stand up and head back to my room. Hey, she must be leaving and catches my attention. Don't forget, the same time tomorrow morning. Got it? Got it. Head back to my room. Work beckons. Yep. I can't sleep. I'm already tired, but my mind is kept awake, staring at the ceiling, the hollow darkness of my room. I'm going to sleep for a thread of thought, hoping that I can roll my brain into the ground. All I can think of is how I can't think of anything. This is not productive at all. I wonder if this is a side effect of medication, though it seems odd for it to take so long to show up. Then again, maybe I'm just not used to my news or exercise that like the thing. I don't know, but for whatever reason I'm awake and I shouldn't be. This is ridiculous. I know my body's stiffening to get out of bed. I look at my clock, 4 in the morning. The last time I checked, that was the only one. So maybe I slept a little. I don't know. I throw on some clothes and head out of my room. I walk my beat, do some good. I'm surprised at how the chill of the air is compared to the relevant warmth of the day. I can almost see my breath as I wander around the campus, waiting for the sun to come up for me to fall asleep. At this point, either pretty worse for me. I found myself at the track one the first time that he's not out running. Sure, that makes sense. It's too early even for her. The bleacher seats are closed, but I welcome to the sensation. So I started to show its face from the horizon. I know with the alpha certainty that I get no sleep tonight. The sun steadily straight rays started to warm up, me up, and I watched the dev on the ground begin to steam slightly. My mind calms down a little. Oh, he's gonna sleep there. He's gonna wake up and then he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Something stopped shaking. Someone shaking me. Hey, wake up! What? I guess I fell asleep after all. What are you doing here? You're going to catch cold or something. I don't know why as I confronted my roommate who bends over with me in worried expression. I'm still a little groggy, so my response comes out with a mumble. Couldn't sleep, watch the sun come up. Sounds like something Rin would say. I shrug, feel a stiffness that comes with sitting on the bench for a few hours. So is it? I wouldn't know. Emmy grins a little out of my somewhat cranky response. So, couldn't sleep. Obviously, we need to run harder, today. Even though I've known her for about a week, this seems very Emmish response to the problem. Hey, my body is fully exhausted after yesterday. My mom was just racing, that's all. Yeah, I don't see the difference. If you're hard enough, your brain will get tired too. It's just a question of the wisdom of doing this first thing in the morning. I don't know if my grades will be able to keep me tiring my brain out like this. Emmy pulls you up from the bleachers with pride straight from someone her size. Now come on, he's over, we got work to do. I don't actually know if I'm up to this today, to be honest. I mean, I honestly didn't get much sleep, but what sleep I got was on the bleachers. I don't know if I should really be running. I think there's gonna be good heaven. What are you talking about? Of course you should be running. How else do you expect to work out the kinks? You'd be sleeping on a beach for heaven's You've been sleeping on a beach for heaven's sakes. The best way to sort that sorting us out is to run around a little. Now stop hiding bleachers and get down here. No arguing that. I'm pretty sure she'd kill me if I didn't do as she said. I get to my feet and hop down to the track. I run the sun is warming around rather nicely, I think, and I'm able to stretch out and find myself once again hard pressed not to stare. If it was how I wake up every day, I might be able to get used to this. You know, it's not like to stare. I wasn't staring, I swear. Every time I could see for a moment, I evaluated my response. There's a big moment that I'm afraid of my life. And then she smiles and laughs, shaking her head slowly. Honestly, you didn't have to die so steadfastly. It sounds like I got my hands together and go for a change of subject. So, that's not stretching, right? Emmy gives a casual shrug. Do you feel stretched? That's really how you tell. Well, I do feel up to run if that's what she means. Yeah, I feel ready to go. Same as yesterday, okay? We'll just run for a mile at steady pace. Don't worry about going really fast. Just worry about keeping the pace. Got it? You're the boss. Yes, pump up music. I don't know if you guys can hear that well. Anyway, Emmy grins again and we take off around the track. I think I'm going to die. When I'm done with the first time, my legs are on fire and my breath is becoming raging gas. I feel sweat pouring down my brow for just only now around the second turn. Turn right, so got 3 more laps to go. I can't do this. I think I might hurl somewhere on the second lap if he's not even sweaty. How can she go on the south? This already is still moving. She's like a machine. Third lap, what happens to the second? Almost there, he saw. Liar, we got number 2. Let's just to be done. I can't do this. Okay, Emmy whirls around and begins running backwards. Her masturbating that surprises me. Never say that. If you say something like that, you're already lost. Keep moving if you're alive. You can't be moving, damn it. Well, language, we're on the 4th lap now. She really seems to want me to keep going. Legs move, they feel so sluggish and mud are more or less a tar. I can't go on. I'll go on. Final stretch, so I'll give it all of you got. I'm on my legs as fast as they'll go. They keep refusing to obey my commands. Somehow I keep moving. Somehow I finish. That's it here, so I knew you had it in you. Bang, Mary showed a lap ago was gone, replaced with a friend. Probably radiant like she just won the gold medal or something. I scared to stop and fall to my hands and knees, gasped for air. My heart's sounding far harder than has in the time. I'm thinking of the sins. Oh God. Slow down, heart. I just slow down and stop racing. I cough and for some reason I feel grit crossing my face. So this is how I die, huh? Try to stay healthy. How ironic. I'm ready about to give it up right here. But then I feel my heart slow down. Now I grab my under my arms and tug upwards. I look up and see him standing over me with a mixture of delight and worry. On your feet. Come on, you'll never catch your breath that way. And some of I just stand over and try to raise my arms above my head, but I feel like a leap. I start walking around the track while Abby keeps close to me like she's afraid to fall over or something. She may not be far off. I feel terrible to say so. Abby laughs. But you finished, didn't you? You say you couldn't, but you did. Isn't that worth it? I'm not sure if I don't really have the breath to say so, but that small grin I felt on my face earlier hasn't left, and my heart's weak. I still survived this morning. Maybe I'll survive tomorrow too. Epic. You know what I just thought about? The reason I'm in the Emmy route is because that one time, remember, we were running and I had a choice to run faster or keep my pace, and I ran faster. I think that's what decided it. If I kept my pace, I probably would have gotten someone else's route. Damn, I just felt like, fuck it, why not? And, yeah, I'm retarded. What's up? Anyway, as soon as it becomes apparent that I'm going to suddenly kneel over, Abby takes off with her sprint. I don't know how the hell she can manage to sprint after running a mile, but I guess she is in much better shape than me. Once again, as I walk around the track, I can't help but watching Abby sprint. But she's like a different virtue when she's pushing herself. Last time I noticed her eyes, but this time it's her mouth that catches my attention. She's not wearing her normal grin. She's still smiling, but there's a tightness to it. And the almost grin, she's like fighting a losing battle, but doesn't care. She seems to be running hard like she did yesterday. Sweat hasn't even poured down her face, but she keeps going. Her mouth finally opens as long as she can get air through her nose. Then finally passes me more, legs pumping, arms swinging in time, and her lips slightly parted. She looks beautiful. Yeah. After taking some laps around the track to cool down, Abby changes back to her usual self. The rest I saw of her is gone. Not bad today, though. There's almost admiration in her voice. What do you mean? I would have stopped if you had yelled at me. I made colors a little super embarrassed about her outburst. Sorry about that. I just couldn't stand to see people give up, especially about something like this. Saying I can't go on is silly when you're obviously going on a while you're saying it. That's what this is all about. What, saying silly things? Amy started talking at me. And yeah, I mean, you're showing that you're alive. Showing that I'm alive, I didn't know that had to be so painful. But I feel pretty good despite that. Despite that, this is one of the hardest days. What do you mean? Whenever you start to work out, it's difficult. First day really hard. The second day and the third day is easier. You still get the days that are really hard. They pop up less and less. This is eventually get easier, huh? Yeah, of course. Well, then you have to increase the difficulty, or you'll never get ahead. It just come back to you lose a sense of accomplishment. It's tough to run more than just 4 laps, huh? Yeah, but not for a while. You just have to be careful, you know. Envy strikes. A thought strikes at your face lights up. Got it? Got what? You can come up with season nurse. They that way you won't fall over dead or anything. How charming. Well, when right now, of course, you need to shower and everything, right? We don't have much time then. Right in my head, she pulls off, pulling me along with her. My God, so in a hurry today, aren't you, Abby? I have no idea how they got there so fast, but here we are. Nurse gives grins at Abby and simply ignores me. Hopefully, time to take a shower and get to class, you know. There's no need to run through hallways like that. I can hear it coming from a mile away. Somehow it doesn't feel like he's actually scar living at all. It's like he's some sort of routine between the two of them. I mean, it's a past intimidation and remorse. I'm sorry, I won't ever do it again. The nurse and Abby both laugh at some private joke. Slowly, it seems that he notices me. Oh, hello, Hisao. What brings you here? Well, I've been... Hisao officially joined me on the morning runs. I started to explain, but Abby cuts me off. I thought he might need to visit you so he doesn't die or anything. Aaron raises his eyebrow and mock horror. Yeah, I certainly put out of my job fast, wouldn't it? Well then, he said, let's have a good look at you. Lift up the shirt, would you? I'm very conscious of the fact that he's in the room with me and blushing in spite of myself. There seems to, since my discovery, it only seems to be some. But shy are we? It makes no wonder about to me. Sorry, man, I tried to get you a free show, but it doesn't seem to have worked. Abby stood slightly, fires a look of annoyance at him. You're an asshole. He about to be apologetically. I'll wait outside the game, so. Here's Sarah that's sorry to big deal, but she's about to leave, but she's already at the door. Nurse is laughing. She watches her grow. Still got it. I don't follow. He laughs again. It's still kind of joke. That's all over his mind. I can still get her to flush. The competition started that we've been going on for a while now. That sounds careless sinister to me. It seems like the nurse realizes that too. And that's not a lot worse than it actually is. Come to think of it. I was going to say anything. No, you're right. I should fill you in so that you don't get the wrong idea. I'm actually relatively new here. You see, I got hired the same year Abby started going here. Before that, I worked with Abby during her intentional rehab following her accident. Hold on, what? We had actually legs after a really nasty car where I could nearly kill her, and we succeeded. He shuts up her brother. I'm blinking at receiving this unexpected piece of news. Well, that's not to say anyway. We got each other for quite a while, and so we've lived a relationship that's strictly professional. He seems embarrassed, but he does like he's done something stupid. Yeah, he told you private information about Emily, which is kind of stupid. He's really worried about that. I have to let him know that's not a big deal. Don't worry, sir. I'm probably not going to be discreet. I've been worrying about what caused Emily to lose her legs, and that was one of the serious I thought of. There was only many ways that could have happened, but actually hearing about the facts is still less shocking. Well, thanks, you're a good kid, so I can see why Emily becomes friends with you. She's quite indomitable, you know. What do you mean? You don't see her learning to walk. She'd go for much longer than others for the hospital. She refused to quit. It really takes years to get to a point where you can think about running. Again, Emmy did it in all about a year. He almost seems proud of her, like a father who watches his daughter in the competition or something. She'd probably have done it. Hell, she'd probably done faster without the fact that we wouldn't let her. Wouldn't let her? Why not? Because she'd go along for so long that her legs would start bleeding where they met her prosthetics. It's a real concern. That's why she comes here every day after she runs. To say that the uterus infection of her legs get cut up and her prosthetics are half dirty. But enough about that. If we don't get on your way soon, Abby will think we're up to something. As soon as he says this, he gives a weak because my heartbeat. This stomach was way too cold. It's so true. He really should have heated it up or something before he used it. After a few months, he was that satisfied. Well, you sound pretty good to me, so you had to have a chest case while you were running, did you? Not really. I had to try to regret, though my heart was racing by the end, too. There are no friends that I say this, but the shrugs. It's probably just because you're out of shape, but you don't have. But if you don't improve, then you should let me know, okay? Don't push yourself too much, or of course the chest pain comes to me immediately, right? Remember, Chef Brackell, there's these hallway to calling Abby. Well, it took you so long. Now I'm going to be late. There's you significant look. I was seducing Esau, that's all. What? Come on, I've told you about seducing my friends. Especially when it's gonna be shocked with this, but instead she's really annoyed, scolding the nurse for child stealing cookies. You know, I try not to push the nurse into the window. I'll try not to do it again, though I fear a young Kisar may lost to me the female gender forever. May it be lost to the female gender forever. Not frequently likely. That was a really awkward pause. I'm gonna just say that. Like, look at the change in act. Like, everyone just changes their face. It's like, hey, we're smiling now. I didn't even say that out loud, but what they're regarded for the moment being percent of the laughter again. Told you he was funnier, didn't I? Hey, I guess I was talking to us about a lot of stuff. Melissa, you should probably get moving. You still need a shower before class starts, right? Crappy's got point. Still got about got half hour. Thanks for the time. I'll see you later, Abby. I shot the room. And nurse begins to remove Abby's prosthetics. I saw the hallway. I could hear her voice barely drifting after me. Abby, you got to be more careful. I then go back to the room and shower in record time. It occurs to me that I've already been up 4 hours. The class hasn't even started yet. This is going to be a really, really long day. I hope that I don't fall asleep in class. Oh, damn. Yee. Transition. Haven't seen one of those in a while. Anyway. Oh, okay. I'm gonna end it here. Because, yeah, the day just cut, so until Sunday, so that's pretty epic. But anyway, I'm gonna save it here. Since no, there was no choices, so yeah, I'm gonna just save it for later because I want to see if this. I want to do the good route. I want to do all the routes at the end. So like, I'm gonna do Emmy's good route. Like I'm gonna try to. If I get the bad route, then get the bad route, and then if I succeed, then I'll do the other route, the whatever I don't get, and then yeah, I'll continue and I'll do all this stuff at some point. And anyway, yeah, I think I'm going to end it there. If you guys enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't, don't leave a dislike. It doesn't help anyone. And yeah, have a good day. Big game.